So, given that this is a foreign channel, I know a lot of the times I kind of ignore things going on in politics and I ignore things going on in the world because I do feel, A, too many influencers think we care about their political opinion. And B, I think that a lot of times, once you go down that rabbit hole, you get lost chasing those different avenues, trying to convince people that, oh, I'm not this terrible person on this side, or I'm not this terrible person. At the end of the day, it don't matter. My political views are very simple. Stay out of my way. Don't mess up nothing I got going on. And at the end of the day, do you. Because when it really boils down to it, whether this government collapses, whether we're being controlled, whether in any of that stuff that's going on, there is no winning against the system unless you play the game as the game's being played. Since tax season started, you've seen all these brand new activists and all these brand new anti-imperialists pop up, and it's because they owe money to the system. And it's like, bro, there is a simple way that you can get out of the system, couple simple ways you can get out of the system, and ultimately put yourself in a whole lot better light. I'm not going to go down all them rabbit holes. I'm not going to break them all down. I've talked about them on multiple different videos and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I really do think that your focus as an American, your focus as a human being, rather, should be to do the best you can where you are, make the most of your environment, grow what you can grow for yourself, be a producer as well as a consumer, or just be a producer and stop consuming things that have been made in mass. And ultimately, everything else will sort itself out. If you think about how ancient civilizations got started, the most successful ones were ones where they produced more than they consumed. We've gone and done the opposite of that, and we farmed out our entire existence to people and things outside of this country. Stop worrying about stuff you ain't got no business worrying about. Pay your taxes or don't pay your taxes. I don't care. They gonna come get you. I'm not. And ultimately, find a way to grow something, because the other thing is not enough of us are getting outside and really touching earth, in the sense of how a lot of people say touch grass, touch some dirt. Like, a lot of people aren't being realistic about what's actually going on with themselves because they're isolated in their homes and they're living from dopamine to dopamine. Go outside. Cold, hot, wet, dry, go outside. Touch some earth. Touch something growing. Touch something alive. Because at the end of the day, it really does not matter what side of anything you're on, because no matter how you vote, it ain't going to change nothing. And that's not to say to abandon the whole nine, but that is to say vote with an understanding that you're not going to change much by voting. So get out there and get into some dirt, make a difference by making the difference for yourself and for your family. The rest will fall into place. And I don't want to hear nothing else about me not being political again.